Hi everybody, Cannabeard Grows here. How the heck are you doing? I hope you're well. Today we're going to talk about chicken scratch or chicken treats, or not really chicken feed per se. It's a treat known as chicken scratch. Anyway, we're going to talk about how I'm going to mix my own and why, and some of the benefits of each thing that I'm adding in. Because believe it or not, there is a lot more to the things that we put into chicken feed and chicken scratch than most of us really think. My wife has done a whole bunch of research, and my God, there's just notes after notes after notes about herbs and all these things that do stuff for chicken feed. So if you like this kind of content, don't forget to hit that like button. If you really like the content, hit the subscribe button. And yeah, let's just get into this. Also, if you want me to do more about the different types of foods and the health benefits for your chickens, let me know in the comments below, and maybe I can do that in a future video. Anyway, let's get back to what we were doing. Okay, so here is my basics. This is not a complete list of everything that should or could go into a scratch. This is just what I had available and some research I've done, what I feel would be a good mixture. So let's just start it off here. Let's just move everything aside, and I will, I'll show you what I'm doing as I'm doing it here. Now, first off is black oil sunflower seeds. I did end up buying both with the shell on and the shell off. I did find out that my birds generally prefer shell on, but I just have both, so regardless, we're going to start with this one. And the benefits of it are it contains vitamin E, which helps keep their skin and feathers healthy, promotes egg production due to the fact that there's some calcium in it, which helps with their bones, their beaks, as well as, you know, the shells on their eggs. Also, just a quick little side note, I really shouldn't have to say this, but don't feed them roasted or salted sunflower seeds. Those are for humans. Make sure you're feeding them bird grade, not human grade. And now on to one of my personal favorites, hot pepper flakes. Yep, you can feed your chickens hot peppers. Fun fact, chickens are not mammals. Capsaicin, the active chemical in hot peppers, only affects mammals. It does not affect avians, reptiles, and a bunch of other stuff. It does, however, have a bunch of beneficial, well, benefits, such as, so first off, they're high in vitamin C, which helps improve blood circulation, as well as there's direct correlation between the color of the egg yolk and feeding them these red pepper flakes. It apparently darkens the yolk color and flavor, richens it up a little bit. The jury is still out on whether or not it actually improves egg production. That's very debatable. Some people say it does, some people say it doesn't. You can do the research and test for yourself. I'm not a scientist or a chicken doctor. However, they are also known to be dewormers and help fight off bacterial infections, and finally seems to help as a natural dewormer or deparasiter. All good stuff. It'll also help keep mice out of your feed a little bit. It'll actually discourage mice from eating your feed, so that's another bonus. And next is the magical, magical world of garlic. I mean, garlic is so magical that researchers to this day still haven't found all of the medical benefits from it. However, in the case of chickens, it's known to boost immune systems. It's an appetite stimulator. There's correlation between chickens that have been fed garlic and their poop stinking less, as well as their eggs having less of that sulfury, eggy smell, which is weird but interesting. It aids in the digestibility of their normal food. It decreases bad cholesterol. It's also considered an ace up the sleeve for brooding chickens, for starting baby chicks. It adds a massive immune boost to their systems when they're young. Something organic and easy you can do yourself. Now on to something that might make the odd few of you squeamish, but black fly larvae, or worms. These are awesome. They are packed full of protein, and that extra protein is actually very helpful. It helps them regrow feathers during molting times, as well as helps keep them kind of internally warm. It's extra fat for the winter, as well as having a calcium boost. It's just an excellent way to offset some of the cheaper chicken feeds that people feed on a regular basis by giving them some extra protein. And generally your chickens love them, so it's legitly a treat as well as being beneficial. And next we go on to good old classic oatmeal. Yep, oatmeal. It is an excellent source of vitamins, protein, and antioxidants for your chickens. You can cook it or give it to them raw, it doesn't matter. Some people prefer to cook them in the winter to help warm up their internals a little bit. It doesn't hurt. And also what doesn't hurt is the price tag. Oats are cheap as dust. And speaking of cheap, parsley. Parsley is, well, it's cheap. It's also a really good source of vitamins and nutrients for your chickens. It's also known to be a good laying stimulant. And again, you can feed it to them fresh or dried. In this particular instance, I'm just throwing a whole container of dried parsley in there because, well, it's good for them. And to quickly go back to what I was talking about earlier, there's lots more things you can add to one of these scratch feed mixtures. This is just a very basic mixture of what I did in particular. I'll give you a quick list here of a few other things that are really beneficial that you might want to look into. In no particular order: basil, bay leaves, bee balm, borage, catnip, chives, chickweed, cilantro, cinnamon, dandelions, dill, echinacea, fennel, ginger, lavender, lemon balm, marigold, marjoram, mint, nasturtiums, oh my, oregano, peppermint, raspberry leaves, rose petals, rosemary, sage, spearmint. Man, the list goes on. There's just so much, and I guess that was in somewhat of a alphabetical order. But there you go. There's my basics on a good, healthy chicken scratch. Now, give depending on how many birds you got, give them a good handful or whatever a day, above and beyond their regular feed. This is not food. This is treats. This is something you give them to have them pick it out of your hand, or you give them just some scratch on their run so they got something to dig for and search for all day. This is a treat, not their regular food. Keep feeding them their regular, normal chicken feed that you buy for whatever you're doing. If you're doing layer feed or meat feed or whatever, feed that normally. This is only a treat. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned something. If you did, hit that like button. And like I said earlier, if you want me to do a more in-depth list of some of the common herbs and stuff that people can grow in their garden that are beneficial for chickens, let me know in the comments below, and that's something that we could probably do. So have a good one, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.